Who is John Galt?
My friend just got off the plane from Boston. He said 3 people on his flight from LA to Boston were reading Atlas Shrugged. You see it everywhere.
Who is John Galt?
Who is John Galt?
People are talking about Atlas Shrugged again. I think because of the economic collapse and just everywhere in the United States, it's become relevant again, and people are looking to get answers.
Atlas Shrugged is probably the most profound philosophic novel ever written. She had answers to things.
More than a half-century ago, Russian-born novelist and philosopher Ayn Rand determined that her adopted homeland had lost touch with the core values that had fueled America's rise to preeminence on the planet, and she saw trouble ahead.
The plot of Atlas Shrugged resonates with what's going on today.
The book was written in '57, but the basic conflicts, the conflict between collectivism and individualism, between altruism and self-interest, between capitalism and statism, all those conflicts still exist today.
There's so much going on politically these days that can just be taken right out of the pages of the book.
A devastated economy caused by government intervention, leading to more and more and more government intervention, which makes it worse and worse and worse.
Rand depicted what she believed were the causes and effects of this dilemma in an epic novel she called Atlas Shrugged.
It basically challenges 2,000 years of philosophy.
Everybody practically came out against it. The left, the right, the middle, they were all against it.
That really can set some people off.
Atlas Shrugged tells the story of Dagny Taggart, an American woman who struggles to keep her transcontinental railroad running, even as an unholy alliance of government regulators and industrial looters chokes off the country's economy and cripples its infrastructure.
What if all the brilliant creative people, the brilliant engineers, the brilliant inventors decided to stop showing up for work, and they all disappeared?
All the men who have vanished, the men you hated yet dreaded to lose, it is I who have taken them away from you. Do not attempt to find us. We do not choose to be found. We are on strike. We, the men of the mind.
But even more compelling was the novel's theme, a presentation of a new and revolutionary practical philosophy that provides nothing less than a handbook for living on Earth.
Atlas Shrugged is one of the greatest American novels, if not the greatest American novel, the American Bible, so to speak.
I think her story is really a story about freedom, and it's a uniquely American one.
I read the book and it changed my life.
Since the date of its first publication, Atlas Shrugged has sold over 11 million copies, with sales increasing each year. In 2008, it sold over 200,000 copies. In 2009, more than 500,000.
If Rand was here today, she would point to almost anything that's going on in government right now and say, "I told you so."
Look at the fall of the automobile industry. Look at the fall of banking. All you have to do is look around. It's almost taken right out of the pages.
The government that has the power to give you anything you want has the power to take everything you've got.
And Rand called them the moochers and the looters. First they tell us, I'm in charge of the committee that is setting rules that could destroy your industry. And then, as they're walking out the door, they'd say, "Oh, by the way, how much money do you think you could raise for us?"
Capitalism is not responsible for financial woes. It's been government interference from day one.
Bank regulations caused the S&O crisis. The solution is more bank regulations, which caused another crisis. And of course, now the solution is, let's just nationalize them all. Why bother with the regulations?
Enough is enough. We're going broke. They're spending money that they have never earned. It's our money. We've earned it.
Who is John Galt?
Who is John Galt?
John Galt's every person, every man, every woman who produces and who follows his own self-interest for his own benefit and ends up benefiting everybody.